Alrighty, let's see if we can tell a story with these cards today. Let's see who we're picking up on. Guidance, what messages do we have for the collective for today? Past, present, future advice. Let's see what story we can tell today. Past, present, future advice. Alright. Second card. Alright, first card, Five of Pentacles. Coming out of a really difficult situation. This could be financially difficult with the Pentacles energy, but it also could be health difficulties, health scares. Also could just be dealing with people who feel like family or people who are in close proximity to you. Could be work related, could be platonic or friendship related. But somebody's coming out of a situation where they felt abandoned. All right, a situation they felt abandoned, felt left out in the cold, felt like just ends weren't meeting, or just felt like they were not being taken care of. But that's the past, and you're coming out of that. And maybe you're seeing the situation, your present card right now is the Page of Swords. Maybe you're seeing this situation from a different point of view. One future card, a different point of view. All right, maybe you're re-looking at the situation. Honestly, maybe there is someone from that past situation who is trying to talk to you now, who you're trying to initiate a conversation with. Somebody's trying to open up a conversation about what happened. All right, and maybe even talking about starting fresh, starting new in some kind of way. Now, for a majority of you guys, you're coming out of a situation that was very difficult, and maybe it involved other people, maybe it didn't, but also maybe you're just realizing that those difficulties served you. Those difficulties are like the fertilizer for whatever this new beginning is that's coming out, this Ace of Pentacles. All right, because you definitely are coming into a new season. Some of you guys are wrapping up what just happened and you're opening up a new season. You might be in the first year of laying the foundation for something, starting the habits for some new venture, some new practice, some new lifestyle. All right, and in order to get to that newness, you had to sort of like either you had to abandon a situation or a situation had to abandon you, because either they couldn't go with you, those circumstances couldn't evolve, you couldn't evolve within those circumstances, something like that. All right, so it feels very purposeful what you've come out of, but it also looks like it was very difficult. Like Five of Pentacles energy is always very difficult. It's difficult changes, difficult interactions, difficult finances, you know what I'm saying? Like it's struggles. There's struggles, and it could trigger abandonment wounds too. When I see Five of Pentacles, I always think abandonment wound. And so you may feel like you weren't provided for, weren't attended to, something like that. Something like that. But right now, this Page of Swords lets me know that like you're being encouraged to see the situation from a different perspective. Don't just see yourself as a victim. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't just see the worst in what happened to you. Kind of scale back a little bit and just kind of look at the situation that you just came out of from a bird's eye view. You know what I'm saying? Kind of practice non-attachment. Like, you were in that experience, but that experience doesn't define you. So like scale back a little bit and see like, why did I need to go through that? What did I learn about myself after having gone through that? What did I learn about my past after having gone through that? Like, take that time to do that, because something feels very important and purposeful about the struggles you just came out of, or that you're coming out of. All right. Try not to hold any type of like unforgiveness, any type of like ill feelings about what happened or who did what. Yes, what they did was ill. That's a fact. However, it was purposeful as well. It was almost like they were playing their role perfectly, you know, as the villain of your story, if this involves another person. Okay. Some of you guys, this thing you're coming out of triggers a mommy daddy wound. Also, same rules apply there. Your mommy and daddy, as much as they wounded you and traumatized you to the max, it was very purposeful. They were playing the villain excellently as they needed to, so that you could be birthed into whatever trauma you needed to birth into, so that that trauma could birth you into your life purpose. Okay, so again, scale back and look at the past abandonments, the past struggles you've just come out of, maybe over the past 5 years. 5 years is important to some of you guys. The last 5 years, or age 5, or the length 5 years of something, or for some of you guys, just years, not necessarily 5, but years of feeling abandoned or left out in the cold is something that you need to review. Advice card. But yeah, you're coming into some type of new beginning. Like this Page of Swords, when I see Page of Swords, it not only does it say look at the situation with new eyes, but it also says, hey, look, you're starting a new chapter, new identity, a new timeline, new story. This Knight of Wands flipped over earlier, but I don't remember exactly when. But you're elevating. Knight of Wands is always a card of elevating, you know, higher education, higher learning, escalating spiritually, just a spiritual ascension of sorts. So that card came out. Strength card is your advice card, and it's looking at this, the Strength card. She's looking at the Ace of Pentacles. For some of you guys, you have a new romantic sexual partnership that's coming through with the Strength card. Very much some sexual lust kind of energy. For others of you, the Strength card is giving passion. You have a new passion project. Something that you're passionate about, or you have been passionate about. Maybe even since you were a child, for some of you guys. You always wanted to do something and you weren't able to do it for whatever reason, and now you're getting back to doing it. So there's that. For some of you guys, there's a Leo who's important to your story. Yeah, for some of you guys, you're just you're just coming into this creative something. You're feeling a desire to do something, a passion about something. You're feeling inspired to do something, and you're laying the foundation for it. Whatever this is that you're about to start putting your attention to between now and this next year, it's something that you feel very strongly pulled towards. And look, Page of Wands at the bottom. And it's divinely timed. It's fated for you to do this thing. You do, however, need to take the action to do it. It's not something that you can just be like, oh, I'm called to do it, so I'll just let it fall in my lap. It's not that. You actually have to build this out. You actually have to start new habits, do things, align yourself in certain ways. You have to be the version of yourself that would experience that thing that you're wanting to experience. Clarification for the Strength card. Look at you. What is that? Ace of Swords. Yeah, some of you guys have this new beginning. You have a new contract agreement for some of you guys. Could be employment related. Okay, so some of you guys, this could be entrepreneurial with the Leo card and the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. This could be a new entrepreneurial venture that you're starting. Something that you always wanted to do or you felt passionate about doing. Okay, but you have aces, you have, and the Ace of Swords is like a yes, all right? So there is something that you are being offered, a new beginning, a new opportunity, a new contract agreement, and it's a yes. It's a full body yes. Your mind knows it. I think your passions understand it. The only thing I don't see here are cups, which always gives me pause when I don't see heart spaces here, or emotions here, ease and flow. That's what the cups bring, relationships. So right now you might be hyper-focused on work or hyper-focused on your reputation, hyper-focused on just your identity and things like that. Maybe you're not as focused on relationships, even though there will be relationships that come about with this, whatever this is, but the majority of you guys are not hyper focused on relationships, or you've cut out a lot of relationships. That's something that could happen. Even though I still think this Leo energy is giving like a lustful, passionate energy, but again, lust and passion can be for a project or for a way of living, not necessarily for a person per se. So there is that. If this is about a relationship, then it's a yes, and it's something that will be solid, but you need to commit to it and you need to see it through, and it's the beginning. You're beginning something. It's the beginning of something. But this doesn't feel heavily relational. The Devil card, Seven of Pentacles. Some of you guys, you're afraid. You're afraid of this new beginning, this new venture, or whatever this moment is. You're so afraid that you're overanalyzing. You're worried. You're concerned. You're like, am I waiting for nothing? Am I doing all this for nothing? You're conflicted, and a lot of that conflict has nothing to do with this situation right here. It has everything to do with whatever you've come out of. Whatever you've come out of, it's scared you. It scared you. But I can tell you don't need to be afraid. You do, however, need to deal with that fear that is interfering with this. Because that fear will act as a weed and will cause you to hesitate when you actually need to jump. Okay, there needs to be passion and hope and love and excitement where there is fear. So we need to deal with the fear. Okay? All right, peace.